And but yeah, welcome to first week of Monster Rancher Grade S. Look at this, Monster Rancher Battle League. We've been working on this. Looked like the logo for a second. I guess if it was really quick, just because it's a white can, I can see that. But yeah, we've been working on this. This is week number 27. Wild, right? We got knockoff Tang. Damn. How far we've fallen. But yeah, this is technically the 27th week of the league. Thank you guys for sticking in there, hanging out, watching twice a week, as you guys tend to. So, in the words of the immortal Captain Tennille, let's get it on. Round one of the Monster Rancher Battle League postseason is Wemked versus Baroness. And here is where we're going to see the plus ones that we've seen accumulate really start to pay off. This monster's the exact same build, except Wemked has a +1 and Baroness does not, so he gets an additional 50 points in skill. This build is ubiquitous. Almost every monster has a build that looks almost exactly like this, with the exception of QED. So, and Arrakis, it's going to take me forever to say that properly, but Arrakis is very different. Still speed-based and not defense-based, but a little bit different. Okay, and remember, 50-50, that's what it's going to come down to. In this case, for these two monsters, they both have instant kill, or not necessarily instant kill, but close to instant kill moves that hover around 35 to 40%. So, we got that as well. 50-50 on Tentacles. 48 on Zilla Rush. There's the 50-50 missing for Baroness. Tentacles at 57. That misses as well. Back to an even game. That probably would have been game over if it didn't straight up kill. Baroness has a very slow guts regeneration rate. Headbutt hits at 57. Baroness's weakest attack takes half of Wemked's health. Spike stabs hits. Almost kills, but not quite. No anger from Baroness. Maybe a good idea. Would have got to 45 a little bit sooner with it, but Tail Lashes at 69%. How much damage are we looking at? 489 on the crit. Baroness takes game number 1 against the top seed. Okay. We'll see if Tentacles hits. It's going to be a completely different game. Rolling Press at 38%, and it hits. Big damage, 493 minus 30 guts. Wemked is exceptionally bad-natured and will proc anger almost every time, but does not this time. The very long animation on Rolling Press gives Wemked a decent guts regeneration bonus. Ooh, Tentacles hits with a little bit of a guts lead, and that crits for 675 damage. So it basically comes down to if it crits, it kills, and if it doesn't crit, it doesn't kill. For both of these monsters, realistically. Rolling Press at 38%. Misses this time. Wemked with a 30 guts lead. Tentacles at 55%. That misses as well. Baroness in the guts lead. Rolling Press at 40. Just swinging. Just rolling. Looking like Fred Durst out here. Spike stabs at 50. That misses as well. Rolling Press again. It wants to hit the Rolling Press. It does not give a fuck about its accurate moves. It's like, no, you know what? Go big or go home. Doesn't seem to be paying off, but, you know, go big or go home regardless. Knocking up at 44. Misses as well. Wemked with a 40 guts lead. Going to do an insane amount of damage on hits with anything it hits with. Hits with Flattening L, and that crits, and that kills. So 2 one-hit KOs from Wemked with lucky crits. That's all it takes. That move's got a 15% chance to crit, so pretty brutal. Mamonja and Crabot. Crabot has lower skill and speed than... It's one of the only monsters that does not have 900 in at least one or the other. I think every monster in this entire tournament, with the exception of Adriona, has maximum attacking stat. Oh, excuse me. So exact same life, exact same power. And then Mamonja has the exact same speed as well, but it does have its +1, so it gave it 1 more skill. Also, Mamonja and Wemked both have like 300 weeks of lifespan left. They did an insane amount of banana scumming, somersaults hits for a gigantic amount of damage, but Mamonja has power now. It's got to watch out. Basically, everything will kill. Pulverize hits at 44%. That's 999 for sure. Did not even need the crit for that. That was a guaranteed kill on hit. So, I don't know what's about crits, but we're seeing a lot of them. Fist Missile at 59 hits as well. Momonja down to half health. Roll attack misses. Fairly expensive attack to miss. But Mochi does have an exceptionally fast guts rate compared to his arrowhead. So it's back in the game. Miss or no miss. Diving press hits. How much damage? 627. Not quite enough to kill. Momonja will get next swing though. Better make it a good one because Crabot does have the potential to kill with pretty much anything here. This is the perfect time to use acrobatics. Pedal roll at 44%. That misses. Crabot now has a 25 guts lead. Somersaults at 58 misses. That is a lot of guts down the drain. Momonja's turn to attack once again. Crabot may have one more shot. 9 seconds left. Will it hit 45? I don't think it'll hit 45. No, it's going to cap out around 40. So Momonja wins that one 2-0. This is going to be very fast. Everybody's glass cannon. So once again, big speed and skill stats, maximum power on Oengaling, and Adriona, the only intelligence build in this match. We have Crack of Terror, and do we have any other intelligence builds? I think that may be it. No, Vermilion. So we have 3 total in the entirety of the league right now. This Adriona build is something. 56% to instantly win. Minus 36 guts. Does not proc power. Absolute perfect scenario for Adriona. Does have a little bit of a guts disadvantage right now, but her regen is a little bit faster. Horn Smash hits at 68. Ooh. Does a big amount of damage. The one problem with Adriona is that she doesn't have the potential to one-hit KO without a crit. And all of her stuff is really expensive, so there's no way to just like chip kill. Like, she needs to go for something big to win. 58% of water cannon hits again. Minus 39 guts. Adriona wins. Game number 1. So that's really Adriona's only downside. I think just having water cannon and water gun is actually a pretty solid build. Horn Smash at 65, that hits again. All of these monsters, hitting basically all of their attacks. Adriona is going to build a significant guts lead here. Water gun at 64. Water cannon misses at 59. Uh-oh. Maximal punch at 62. That one misses as well. Adriona back in range to attack. Water gun at 62. That hits. It's going to do a solid amount of withering. And she still has the guts lead as well as regen advantage. So she's going to be able to attack first. 62% chance to win here. Goes for water cannon instead, the riskier option. But that does it. Adriona wins 2-0. It's kind of funny because just by the nature of all of these matches, they all look like blowouts, right? Like, they've all been very, very close every single game. But it looks like a blowout just because of how low everybody's defense is. QED, also the only monster in the tournament other than Oengaling and Momonja that has power. Everyone else is angry. Drill attack at 99% is not a thing you ever want to see. Ooh, mulligan hits. That's a big crit for 340 damage. Stab, probably the worst move for Ericus to use. Or Arrakis. Fuck, I'm not going to say it right. I apologize, but it's going to take me a while. Tail Assault. There you go. That's what you want to be using. You want to be using Tail Assault. Very, very cheap. Extremely powerful tech. Turn Assault, maybe as a finishing move. But, I don't know. Even Drill Attack isn't really as cost-effective. You really need the crit. Arrakis, in this specific matchup, I should say, this is a very good build for Naga. This is like the optimal Naga build. So Arrakis up 1-0. Yeah, against somebody, is that defense enough to make a difference, or is it negligible? It's enough to make a very, very small difference. I think it just peaks. It's like 2% or 3% reduction. But the thing is, with 900 power, you are actually seeing an additional bonus. Uppercut hits, that's going to KO. We still need to do more testing as far as defense is concerned. We have tubulars stuff, and it's all really good, but we do need to do a little bit more testing. Like, that's a perfect jumping off point. Just a matter of sitting down and actually running the simulations. Drill attack again. Ooh, QED still hanging on. Has a huge guts lead here. Mulligan at 62. Misses. Another mulligan. Hits that time. Big crit. Both monsters can attack. Next hit probably going to win. Drill attack immediately. Do we have a grit? We do have a grit. QED making this interesting on the last game. He can attack. Arrakis cannot. 74%. Tombstoner misses. Oh my god. Arrakis, very lucky. Goes for the 99 turn assault. Complete overkill, 390 damage, minus 20 guts. Okay, so first round out of the way. Let's take a look at our next round. So, Crowbot with the lower speed, the only monster other than, I think, Momonja, without 900 speed. Obviously, QED doesn't fall into that category, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking. So, Tentacles at 54%. The additional 4% boost on Tentacles is spooky. Ooh, big fist missile there. Slight audio duck kind of interferes with my speech. What audio duck? Oh, in the stinger? Why is it? Weird. I don't have any audio on it. That's really bizarre. Anyway, Crowbot wins game 1 while I'm trying to figure this shit out. Thanks for letting me know, guys. I gotta figure out what the issue with that is. But I definitely did not set it up to duck audio, so I gotta figure out why that's happening. Fist missile to start things off. Once again, 400 damage, big crit. Wow. Tentacles win this back for MKed. Oh, flattening L is going to hit 385 damage. Yeah, I guess that's the issue with having any new element on the stream, right? It's really hard to test it yourself. And another flattening L, that is going to KO, but do we see a grit? We do not. Why is this not working? There we go. So, Wemked brings it back. We're on a game 3. Tentacles hits, that's going to be big. Probably won't kill, no, but minus 36 guts. Very good time to get anger. Wemked is a long way away from being able to counterattack. Oh, acrobatics is huge here. Say goodbye to your guts. Minus 68. Wemked gets anger of his own. He does have a significantly faster guts rate, so he will hit 45 quite a bit earlier than Crowbot will. Very, very good time to get angry. You could record if you want to test it off screen. Yeah, well, I know, but because there's no audio element, I wasn't aware that it would mess with my audio at all, you know? And just like I recorded it and it seemed fine, and now when I look at my stream preview, it has a really bizarre delay on it, where it shows my transition screen before, like, the next screen I transition to, before the screen actually transitions. So I was afraid I messed it all up. But it looks okay. Macho Cheese, how you doing? Well, MKed loses to Crowbot 2-1. Crowbot technically the underdog, but that was a huge time for acrobatics. Chilling with the puppy, excited for the match is nice. You missed round 1, but you're here for round 2. Bunch of monsters you haven't seen before. Monja and Wangling both belonging to Gengab, and while their builds do look similar, it's not because they're built by the same person. Almost all the builds look the exact same in S rank. I should have made the cap lower. Made people have to decide where they wanted to max their stats and where they didn't. I think if I had gone like... I wanted everything to be like nice round numbers, so it was like 30, 45, 55, 70. And like, those are all nice. But I think if I had gone like 66, it would have been a lot better. Still 900 cap. Pedal roll is going to miss. Wangling has 65 guts. Declone combo 53 will be an instant kill on hit, but is not because it missed. Oh, that's going to be a KO. And no grit. Both these monsters do have grit. We're just not seeing it. Monja wins game number 1. Hello, I've been here, but it's just finishing up dinner. No problem. Wangling, if anybody, if like Tix or anyone else is here, I don't know if Gengab or Ran are watching. It's like 8:30 a.m. for them right now. But Wangling means something. It's like wow, that's a cool beetle or something. Like it's like the approximation of that in English. It's pretty funny. Maximal punch hits again. Damn, that's gonna do it. Got a game 3. This is high octane shit, man. Everybody just gunning. Everybody swinging for the fences. Monja hits the pedal roll. How much damage are we looking at? 423. Wangling procs power. Doesn't even need power, but power maximal punch is big. Will it KO in one hit? 765 and no grit. Look at that. This is truly anybody's game. Everything's a 50-50. Anybody can win on a stray hit in this. It's amazing how my tastes have changed as I've gotten older. And not to be a douche, but I find it ugly. I mean, that's fair, right? Like, not every monster appeals to everybody, right? But I was definitely the kid who was like, oh, Vesuvius? Vesuvius is like the coolest looking monster in the game. Like, he's a dragon and a knight? Whoa! But now I'm more like... Nighton. Look at Nighton. And that's what I prefer. Like, that's what I appreciate more. Is just the, like, he looks stupid. That's cool. But yeah, I like Sloth Beetle. I like stuff that kind of looks a little bit wonky in this game. Like, I like Plant, I like Nighton. Zilla. Zilla's cool, though. Everybody loves Zilla. There's, like, nobody who's like, I hate Zilla, man. Like, Zilla's my least favorite monster. Zilla's adorable, and he's a big dude, and he's cool. He's the trifecta. Sloth got, like, white flames. Yeah, I know. He's got the fucking Guy Fieri car. The flames on his back. Man's a hot rod. Yeah, that was close. Adriana winning. Toy Hammer misses. So this is an interesting matchup because Water Cannon's never going to miss, and it does a shit ton of withering, but QED has faster guts rate than Adriana even, by a significant margin. Not a lot of monsters can say that in the game in general, but not alone, like, let alone in this specific tournament. Oh, it's got power, and it's got enough guts to attack. So does Adriana. Who's going to hit first? Water Cannon! There goes the power. Do we see a grit? We do not. Adriana wins. 2-0 for the lovely lass. When I was a kid, I had no idea how to unlock Zilla. I would kill for a chance to raise one. Dude, when I saw Gotrek for the first time, I was like, this shit is incredible. You haven't raised one to this day? Well, like, even if you haven't raised one, you know what I mean, right? Like, there aren't a lot of monsters that are, like, cool and, like, adorable. He, like, makes, like, cute-ass little whale sounds. And, like, he's expressive. And he's, like, the big dude. Like, those are the three things. Those are, like, the three types, right? There's either, like, cute. I guess there's a fourth one. There's, like, the weird one. And the weird one is, like, Plant and Nighton. But it's, like, it's either cute, it's cool, it's a big dude, or it's a weird dude. And those are, like, the four. And Zilla is all of those except weird. So it hits 3 of the 4 things that people look for in, like, character design. Drill attack sitting at 36%. Arrakis gets hit with the rolling press, but has a ton of life. Is going to hold on with still 264. So Baroness is in a weird position where it can't necessarily kill with the next move, depending on the move. If it uses Headbutt, it's probably not going to kill here. If it uses Tail Lashes, it may not kill without a crit. Headbutt hits. Oh, no, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's like a Golem Mochi large IQ. Yeah, exactly. So Arrakis, I think, made a little bit of a misstep with 780 speed. Hedged its bets by giving itself a little bit more life. And it does have a decent guts rate, but I would have preferred this build on like a time noise or something, right? Like, or a Ripper or a Striker or something. Something that, like, if it gets hit, it can retaliate with quick anger and then get back into it. But Earthkeeper has a fairly slow guts rate for Amanda. Have I played this game? This is my first day. Turn Assault misses at 57. Wow, that is lucky. Had a little bit of a guts lead, so it may have killed. Zilla Rush at 65, that misses. Arrakis will get next chance to attack. What's it gonna go with, though? Turn Assault on a 10 guts lead. Slowly building that guts lead up to 40. Hits the stab. That's big damage on stab. He can do it one more time if he wants. 70 on headbutt, and he dodges the 70 headbutt. Wow. Arrakis still in this. Another stab. Oh, big crit. And time runs out. Arrakis, very, very lucky, dodging 270s and hitting that crit at the end. But such is Monster Rancher. The intro also gives you that misinterpretation. What do you mean with, Oh, he thought Zilla was better than Golem. Oh, yeah, because he crushes him, right? He slaps him and somehow buries him in the ground. That doesn't make any sense. Turn Assault hits, and 649 damage. Arrakis getting revenge for getting absolutely shit on by Bad Idea in A rank. So after 2 rounds, Adriona and Arrakis are the only monsters with a undefeated record. And QED is down here. QED and Baroness yet to win. Form and all that stuff in check. I had literally 0 weeks left, and then I needed to use a Lurox to lower my life because I went over the cap, and oh my god, a spike stabs to start things off. 50-50, what do I tell you? But we have that grit. Maximal punch is 63. Wemked on its last legs as well, if it were to have legs. And B-clone combo at 70%. Oh my god, it misses. What the fuck? Are you serious? Missed angry B-clone combo? Wow. %. That misses. Wengling has dumped 100 guts into that attack, and it has not paid off for him. It is not the Beatles' day. He's 1-1 right now. Oh, I get hit with the tentacles, though. Crit tentacles for 700 damage. I was actually reading the change notes for tentacles because I was like, what did Al actually change on it? Because I always thought it was a fairly strong move. What? I definitely hit yes. I'm gonna re-enter Wengling. But he's like, yeah, this move's not very good, and this brings it up to like an okay level. And it just goes to show that like mathematically something can look pretty bad, and in theory it doesn't play out the same way that it does in practice. Because, like, mathematically, I took a look at, like, his rationale and this and that, and, like, it made sense. Like, on paper, Tentacles was, like, not a fantastic move. But anybody who's played hard mode knows that Tentacles is, like, insanely powerful. Like, arguably the best move in the game. Probably needs to be toned down a little bit. But when you're changing hundreds and hundreds of attacks, it's really easy to, like, miss stuff like that. Wangling takes game number 2, by the way. Flattening L hits. Damn. Wangling in trouble. Squished him so hard you could see his shell through his stomach. Look at that. Punch combo at 47. Misses. Wasn't B-clone combo, so he's got a couple of guts left. Tentacles hits, though, and that... I mean, what was I saying about guts? GG's. Wemked wins 2-1. I appreciate the commitment to the bit, but I don't know, man. That's so much effort to play this, like, wonky, salty bet simulator. Uppercut at 54% hits. Not a one-hit KO. Momonja not in power range either. Hits the diving press, because of course it does. Brings QED down to half health. Best gains coming, maybe? I mean... I'm not saying it in the sense of, like, you cheated, but more so of, like, a why. Like, I don't think anybody in this tournament cheated at all. Everything looks legitimate, but it just looks like way too much effort. Uppercut misses. Damn, 60% with power. 56% with power, that misses as well. That's a lot of guts going. Pedal roll is going to hit and KO, but do we see a grit? We do not. There's about 100 left. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you did it, and like maybe it feels like it sucks that like you went through it and like other people don't have to, but at the same time, it's just better for everyone this way. We finally got giant press. Yeah, I know, right? Battle roll hits. How much damage? 519 on the crit. Holy shit. Yeah, it's all about humanity, right? It's about making sure people don't suffer. Okay. Oh yeah, ticks. So we were talking about oingling earlier. What's the exact translation for that? If I remember correctly, it's like a phrase, right? Like oingling is like, it's like, wow, that's a cool beetle, sorta, right? Like it's something like that. What's it like? Or like, hey, great beetle. Yeah, it's a phrase, yeah. Is that ang or ong? Uongaling. That's a really fun name. I said it right the second time? Okay, if you say it, if you write it out the same way, it doesn't help me pronounce it better. But Uongaling, right? That's what it is? Okay, cool. So I've been saying it wrong this whole time, but as soon as you wrote it out, I was like, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Water cannon at 71%. Missed the first couple times. I don't know how to explain it either, but okay, I know, I get it, but... If you said ong with like ONG, I would probably get it. But that's more of a native English inflection, I think. Spent 3 hours trying to catch an injured cat so you can take it to the vet, but it got away. And just finish up dinner at the same time? Damn. Man's a madman. Drill attack at 38%? Oh my god. 2 seconds left on the clock. 2 seconds left. Arrakis wins game number 1. Wow. But yeah, ticks. All of these monsters are like insane glass cannons. Arrakis is the only one that kind of went for a hybrid build. Aqua Bell in one hand, cat in the other. So cat in both hands. Water gun hits for a big crit there. You want the cat for dinner? Yeah. Guess it was okay. I can still run here. Yeah. Just had Taco Bell earlier. So did Stardust. Everybody's been having Taco Bell lately. Get it yesterday, I think. I like Taco Bell. Taco Bell gets a bad rap. They make 900 different food items and they all taste exactly the same, but it's like they perfected like the one flavor. It might be the best way to go regarding stats. So I would have thought no, but Arrakis is doing really well. I've been handling, like, ow, they handed out masks? What are they doing? Wear the soft shell taco to prevent COVID. Is Adriana gonna attack? There we go. We got a water gun. That's a lot of guts down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a lot more guts down. Both monsters can attack. 10 seconds left. They will both hit 45 very easily. Will we see one more attack? 59 on stab. Gets pushed back. Drill attack. Turn assault at 56. She dodges it. Forces a game number 3. Okay, so Crabot has the same skill and speed as Baroness has skill, but Baroness has 1 additional point in speed, so Crabot's going to be a little bit less accurate. Does have the very accurate techs in Long Punch. Actually, all of his attacks are very accurate. It's just some are a little bit more expensive than arguably necessary. Fist Missile misses at 53%. I believe that's the first time we've seen that miss all day. Hail Ashes at 74. Very accurate move. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but when your opponent only has 600 life and no defense, it does a significant amount. Fist Missile at 55 misses in anger. Both monsters can attack. Baroness does not take advantage of the anger. Waits until it runs out, then uses Rolling Press, because why play properly? It's the AI, man. Fist Missile finally hits this time. Big damage, no crit. Both monsters on the verge of being able to attack. Baroness... Angry Tail Ashes at 73 misses. What is with Baroness missing these 70s? Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Somersault at 54 would be really big here. Both monsters can attack. Fist Missile at 57 misses. Acrobatics misses as well. That's gonna run down the clock. I believe Crabot wins on life by 1%. Missed a 73% to lose. That's twice in a row. 3 games in a row that's happened. Unfortunate for Baroness, but there's 2 games left. Rolling Press at 41. That misses. Crabot did miss a couple of Fist Missiles, so it's not like it was all for naught or anything. And missed the 61 there, so... That's the thing. When 70 is the best you can possibly do, it seems... I mean, that's garbage, but whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? What does anything mean? What does life mean? What is this? You know. Somersault. Dude, somersaults is such a good tech. I love somersaults. Yeah, transitions, baby. Somersaults is like a go-to if you have an arrowhead. Arrowhead doesn't have a lot of good techs, though it does have a lot of techs. And knowing which ones are good and which ones are bad is kind of necessary. Wemked beats Wangaling. And then Momonja beats QED. So QED and Baroness struggling. And then 3 and 4. Adriana beats Arrakis. Adriana up 3-0. Wemked versus QED. We've seen this matchup quite a few times. Even though QED has the fastest guts rate in the tournament at this point, it still has to worry about withering, like to an extent, because it doesn't have anger. So every time it gets hit, that's taking away an opportunity for it to hit back. Tentacles is insanely powerful in this matchup. She lost in the finals because of missing splash. It was best to remove it. I mean, a thing happens one time, it means it happens all the time, right? No, I think it was a good choice, but that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, I probably would have kept splash, but it makes sense that you removed it. And she's doing well, so you can't argue with results. uppercut. That's a thing that's really interesting to me, is that people take a look at the league and they're like, yeah, this is like really good proof of concept for like where monsters belong in the tiers and this and that. But there's actually still a lot to be explored. I don't feel like there's a lot of monsters that are like ape level optimized. I genuinely don't know what the best builds are for a lot of monsters. Like, I have ideas. I can tell you what a bad build would be. I can tell you what attacks are bad. But when it comes down to whether something is good or like good but still not good enough to keep, like it gets a little nebulous. Oh, it has Fury. This is spooky. Gets hit with another spike stabs immediately, and Wimked wins. Starting to think Anger may have worked on this Ghost build a little bit better than Power. I understand Power. Like, Al and I talked about it a little bit, and we were talking about how Power is probably better. But up until this point, it made sense. But now that he's not actually that tanky, it kind of falls off a little bit, right? With only 590 defense. If he had 900 defense, I think this would be a fantastic build. But it's just not possible to hit those points. Drill attack misses to start things off. Momonja and Arrakis, sorry, both 2 and 1 hits the pulverize at 50%. God damn. 800 damage. Instant KO. Quick game 1. Drill attack hits. 500 damage, not enough to KO. Momonja doesn't get power, so it can't KO with everything in one hit, but does have a little bit of a guts lead, so we'll see some heavy damage regardless of what comes out. Diving Press misses at 53. Arrakis 64 with stab, that will win it. Goes for Tail Assault instead. For no reason, picks the highest risk option. But, you know, you win, you win. Percentages, baby. 40%, 100%, doesn't matter. If it hits, it hits. Pedal roll at 52, misses. Arrakis sitting on a 30 guts lead. Goes for a tail assault and misses. Oh, big crit stab. Momonja getting back into this. Hits the roll attack at 63%. Arrakis still sitting above half health. And has a guts lead and gets Anger. Not too bad. Drill attack misses once again. But he'll get back up to 45 soon enough. Just as Anger runs out, Momonja goes for another roll attack. No crits. Do we see another drill attack? Are we going to see a third? We do, and it misses. Momonja sitting 50-50 on Pulverize, and that misses. Arrakis needs to hit something here. Goes for Tail Assault. You only needed to stab, my friend. You only needed to stab, but, you know. Okay, so same life. Crabot has a little bit more power, same skill, and Adriana has a little bit more defense. Oh, somersaults doesn't KO though. Adriana still hanging in there. Misses the water gun at 65%. We're gonna see a lucky Crabot. How's this gonna work? Oh, no. Back. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's been, he's a lucky crab. Dodges the 73 to win, dodges the 60s to win. It just shows that, like, we have a really weird understanding of, like, how we internalize percentages, right? Like, the fact we're, like, shocked that a 70% chance missed is really strange, right? Like, 70% is not a very high number. It's preferable, obviously, but it's far and away from being guaranteed. And just us as a race are all like, what the fuck, man? Like, Why'd that miss? 61%. It's more than 50. How did it miss? It's in my favor. But, dude, numbers. Somersaults hits again, because fuck it. Just fucking swing, buddy. Crab's gonna do what a crab's gonna do. Okay, so Baroness has a little bit less skill. My reasoning for giving Baroness a little bit less skill was that the difference between like 53% chance to hit and 57% chance to hit is almost negligible, and I would prefer having a little bit more damage output, a little bit more survivability. Zilla Rush 50-50 to kill on a crit. Horn Smash at 63% misses. Yeah, Baroness has both of its sharp techs. It has Zilla Rush and it has Knocking Up. And with crits, both of them do about 600 damage. Sorry, Zilla Rush does like 800 almost with a crit. If I have a lead, it's a safe 600 plus with when it's 50 guts per person. So that's a really solid benchmark to be at, right? It's about 30% chance to crit. So 30% chance to instantly win if it hits. Ooh, Zilla Rush hits, 489 damage. Hoping for a sweep. Yeah, so he's 489 damage. He would have done about 700 damage on a crit. Baroness with a game win. Sorry, not a match win. Baroness has won 2 games in the 3 sets it's been in. So it got 2-0'd once, but it went game 3 the other 2 times. Been hanging. It's just been losing. Both monsters can attack soon. Horn Smash at 65%. That is a lot of overkill. Minus 31 guts. Oingoling takes game number 2. If Baroness wins another game 1 and just gets bodied game 2 and 3, I'm going to be so sad. It's happened twice already. My poor girl. She tries so hard. She's so old. Horn Smash hits, and it crits because fuck me, right? Like why? Why would I have nice things, you know? I say this completely unaware of the fact that it got insanely lucky to make it here in the first place. By winning the last chance qualifier, or getting second place in the last chance qualifier, despite arguably not requiring it, or deserving it, sorry. Baroness with a 50 guts lead, 27 seconds left on the clock. Zilla Rush hits, that is a KO. Do we see a grit? We do not see a grit. Baroness wins on the grit comeback because, you know, sometimes 'tis the season. It's a Christmas miracle. Wangling has a fun build. I like Wangling's build. It's just, you know what? Big move, and it doesn't even have Rolling Bomb. I think that is phenomenal that Gengab did not pick up Rolling Bomb, because I think Rolling Bomb is a absolute must move on Declon. I think it's 100% necessary, but he didn't go for it. The reason it's called QED is because it was kind of, how do I say this? Rank C in the Battle League is solved. The other leagues are not. We have tanks, we have speedy monsters. B rank and A rank are wide open. S rank seems like speed is probably the meta, just from like what we've seen. You guys mean QEPD? No, we mean QED. QED as in it's proof of concept. I don't know. I've never heard P in there. I don't know if that's another version of the same saying, but the reason he called it QED is that before he entered the Ghost, Al entered the Ghost really late into the league. Or not really late, but like in the second round of entrance. And all of the best monsters in rank C had max life, max power, max skill, and nothing else for their stats. And he's like, cool, that's what works, I'm gonna do that. And then in like a really cynical twist, he named his monster QED. Quebec Extreme Police Department. So it's like normal police department, except they fucking skateboard everywhere. They drink Baja Blast. Or is it like Extreme Police Brutality? Because that sounds like Quebec. QEPD is RIP in Spanish. Oh. Ah, okay, so that would make sense. But that's not what the reference was. MKid wins game number 1, goes for the tentacles immediately again, misses this time. Arrakis potentially has a tough matchup against Wemkid here. Tentacles is very, very powerful, especially sitting at 60%. Arrakis is not going to outspeed to the point of 45 guts, but they both hit 45 around the same time. Yeah, that is actually a really funny coincidence. I love that. Anger from Wemkid. What's he got? Gets stabbed. Spike bite at 57%, that misses. Drill attack at 35. Arrakis is not having a lot of luck with the drill attack. I do not think it's landed it yet. Flattening nail hits to even things up. Arrakis with a slight deficit right now. Wemkid has the lead. Wemkid can attack right now, and it hits, and that is going to be a KO. Arrakis will not build enough guts, even if it comes back with a grit. So that is a 2-0 from the wall. Also, speaking of betting money, Engine, this will be of great use to you, as well as Stardust, if Stardust is in the chat. I don't know if he actually ever popped in or not. Twitch is rolling out a new feature that you may or may not know about called, what's it called, Speculate? And basically what it is you use channel points to bet. You set up a poll before whatever you want it to do, you set the timer on it, and then anybody can bet however many channel points they want, and then it locks it in. And then it automatically pays out everybody based on proportional representation. So if Momonja versus Adriana, say one person bets like 10 channel points on Momonja, and 10 people each bet 1,000,000 points on Adriana. So it's 10 points to 10 million points. If Momonja wins, he gets the 10 million points. The one person that voted gets the 10 million points. If Adriana wins, those 10 people split the pot from the other side. So they'd each only get a point each, despite the fact they all put in 1,000,000. That's an extreme case, but like that illustrates how proportional representation works. The whole 50-50 betting thing is just, it's the way we had to do it in the past, right? Like, Engine, I'm sure, can attest to this, but it always felt kind of awkward when you would put up a poll for betting, and there's one monster that is absolutely the clear favorite, and everybody gets paid out double whatever they put in if they win, right? It's kind of weird. But this way it's proportional, and sometimes you bet for the underdog, and maybe you'll get a better payout. It hasn't rolled out to everybody yet, but it will be rolling out to everybody eventually. Right now it's only select people, select influencers and whatever. They're just testing a pilot. Ooh, hits the roll attack that will KO. Momonja takes game number 1. And then after that, it will roll out to everybody, and I'm really excited for that. I wish it had rolled out. I talked to Twitch to see if I could have it implemented specifically. I sent emails and stuff because I knew this was happening a couple of weeks ago and I wanted to keep it secret. But they never got back to me because, of course, they didn't. And I don't know anybody who works at Twitch, so I didn't have an in. But I tried, and hopefully for next season we'll have some way to bet. And you'll have a use of channel points. I can start adding more ridiculous things into the channel points for you to spend your points on. And so if you get up to 1,000,000 points or whatever, maybe there's something that's like an even more obnoxious seizure procedure. Or maybe seizure procedure will become more expensive and I'll have some more mid-level stuff. Something like that. I don't know if I'm going to come up with anything more obnoxious than flipping my game display on command. I feel like that's kind of at the upper limit of what I or anyone else should realistically expect from that. Oh my god, these roll attacks. This is what I'm saying, 50-50s, man. That's all this is. 68 on water gun with a big guts lead. Water cannon sitting at about 6% less on average, 5 to 6%. 62% misses. Oh my god, Adriana still in range to attack. Misses again. I think that's it. Pedal roll at 50-50 is going to hit. And does 684 damage. Momonja wins 2-0. So, Momonja went for 3 positions with all damaging attacks. Specifically does not have Dazzling Roll because he was not able to skip Pedal Swirl. So that's kind of unfortunate for him, or else he would have had Dazzling Roll as well, and he probably would have got rid of Roll Attack. Excuse me. But we're seeing that from Gen Gab's builds. He has a cheap-ish attack and then a lot of heavy stuff, and that's just his whole kit. He avoided going for thrusts for some reason. Maybe it was... No, it wouldn't have been Lifespan. He had like 200-something weeks left. Oangaling avoided going for Rolling Bomb. I don't know, maybe it was just they didn't want to have thrust and thrusts or something, or like thrust and 1-2 thrust, sorry, and maybe he didn't want to have top assault and he would have been able to get rid of the other stuff. I'm sure there was a reason. Gen Gab's a good player, but for whatever reason, the outcome is he went with builds that have no hit techs, which is really fascinating to me because I'm very risk averse. I've got rolling press on this guy, and Zilla Rush is kind of up there. 495 damage on the crit. Remember, QED is a tank, so that's half his health gone. Tombstoner misses at 62. And us getting a little bit lucky there. Hail Lash is easily the worst move for Baroness to use in this matchup, and as I... Oh my god, why? So the thing with Tail Lashes is it's a fine move. It's a fantastic move. But it doesn't do a lot of damage, and it especially doesn't do a lot of damage for the cost. We have Fury. Fury at 45. What do we see now? Do we see Fury Rolling Press? Oh my god. That's going to probably get rid of all his guts. 63 guts gone. Does QED grit this? He does, and he has a 15 guts lead. Sorry? 25 guts lead. Tombstoner at 61, and it hits. Oh my god. Do we see a grit from Baroness? We do not see a grit from Baroness. The grit comeback from QED is real. You just not use the Tail Lashes, man. Tail Lashes is a fantastic move, but it is probably Baroness's worst anti-tank move in its entirety. I'd rather use Scratch and Belly Attack like 100% than Tail Lashes. Fuck off! Why did I say that? I'm jinxing myself. It's a nice crit, but still for 24 guts, I don't know, man. Toy Hammer at 54 hits again. Baroness into the yellow, gets crit. There's Anger. Such a bad time to get Anger. Oh my god, are you kidding? 3 50-50s in a row? That's how he loses. Fucking nonsense, but such is Monster Rancher. Oh my god. Unlucky. So Baroness is now eliminated from the finals. Oh my god. What was I going to say? But it was more so the Anger proccing on one Withering that did it. Acrobatics to start things off, and it misses. Thought missing all my attacks and losing the 2 50-50s was bad. I mean, there's so much insane rolls in this game. We're gonna see a lot more. It's far from over. We're about 2/3 of the way through the bracket, round robin rather, and we've seen some stuff. The crab dodging everything. To be fair, he also missed the starting acrobatics, which is probably the worst case scenario for a arrowhead. Oh my god, dodging the horn smash too. What is with this crab? I checked. He's got 0 form, so it's not like he has extra speed. He's just being very lucky. Acrobatics to close that one out. Acrobatics hits this time. Do a solid amount of damage. Not enough to kill. Will it proc power? It does not. Wangling. Getting the short end of the stick there. Does have a significantly faster guts rate, so he's just building an advantage the longer he takes to attack. Hits the maximal punch for 389 damage. He's 3 guts away from attacking again. Horn smash at 70. Punch combo. Maximal punch all sitting over 50%. That one misses. Crabot is going to get back into this. Next attack wins more or less. Long punch hits? No, it does not. Horn smash at 70. That's going to force a game 3. That is a hard bonk. cracked his skull open. You know how intimidated I would be if not only I got to fight a big-ass beetle, but he rips his horn off to use it like a hammer? I would just be like, nah, you know what? I'm out. You win. Anyway, somersaults hits, and that ends that. Crab beats insect basic knowledge. We know that. It's written in scripture. We know. Arguably, she's worse at taking advantage of her opponent's anger than a lot of other monsters because she doesn't have a weak attack that can proc it, right? She only has things that cost 40 or more. If I had to find faults on Adriana, that would be it. I think Adriana is a fantastic monster. Probably the strongest monster in this tournament. It just comes down to how the attacks roll. Tentacles misses at 53. Adriana with a gigantic guts lead. Water gun would be amazing here. Maybe not water cannon. Oh, water gun misses. Okay. So, you missed, but you're still in it. Oh, big spike stabs. The crit spike stabs. Putting in work. Spike stabs was buffed despite being already pretty solid. It was worse than needle stabs, but both needle stabs and spike stabs were pretty solid. Uh-oh, Adriana's got power. I didn't realize Adriana had power. This is very spooky for the wall. 59% on water cannon. That is an easy kill. 999 damage. Guaranteed. Call that shit way before it actually hit. Game 3. Water cannon hits. 596 damage, minus 39 guts. Anger comes out, and they have a really similar guts rate. Anger runs out immediately. Tentacles misses. It's looking bad for the wall. (63% on water gun) that hits as well. 480 damage, minus 35, and just like that, QED, Wengeling, and Baroness are all eliminated from the finals because this heartless Adriana had to make it so. Look at that. I'm just trying to have an interesting tournament. And here you go, with 2 rounds left, ruining it for everybody. Think of the children engine. Next up, we got Momonja. And we got fan favorite, Baroness. I've dubbed her the fan favorite, regardless of whether or not she is. Momonja, I think, has 1 less point in speed. Yeah, so they have the same skill and speed ratios on both of them. Baroness will get a little bit of a boost from Guts correction in her favor. Rolling press at 44% is pretty scary. It won't kill in 1 hit, though. Unless it crits. Does not crit. 500 damage. Pretty solid amount of withering. Momonja is going to be up to 45 guts and has a chance to proc power, and that's exactly what happens. I am shook. I am Mondo scared. Roll attack misses at 50%. Okay, thank God. I can unclench my butt cheeks for a second. Rolling press at 45 misses, but there's no more power. So we're living. Pedal roll misses as well. Both monsters sitting around 40 guts. The one's just going to hit 45 guts slightly after Baroness. Zilla Rush misses. Just out here living that freshwater life. I'm trying to pour salt on my babe. Yeah, desiccated mermaid. It's like The Simpsons, where there's like... It's the perfect level of salt water and fresh water that kills everything. That's what my attitude does. Another rolling press. Foolery! You serious? Foolery into the tail lashes. 100 loyalty, and you're gonna do foolery on me. What is this? Momonja does grit just to flex. Didn't actually land an attack, but still managed to flex. That was a moral victory for the Mochi. A little beating nystagmus, I see. I don't actually know what it's called. The doctor I went to in my hometown was like, I've never seen this shit before. And like, that was his explanation. He was like, I don't fucking know. So that was spastic. And I've never got it checked out again. So, you know, here we are. Rolling press with anger. Don't look back in anger, but roll forward with anger. Minus 61 guts. Rest in peace, Oasis. Can't believe Noel Gallagher is dead. Horror movie extra looking ass. Why would the extra be scary in the horror movie? We did it. We won the lottery. We somehow beat the Mochi that I was like 99% sure was going to kick my ass. And we did it in a 2-0. I'm probably going to cut that from the VOD, but we'll see. Maybe I won't. Not biased. I'm not biased. It's just, Baroness is everybody's favorite. What can you do? I'm just giving the people what they want. No, Borton was my last monster month A rank, so Momoja and Baroness probably fought. But I think it had a pretty bad record against Mochi. Fist Missile hits, 292 damage, doing about a third of Arrakis' life, a little bit more. It's the Tail Assault. That is a shit ton of damage. What's Crabot got? He's got something. He's got 65 on somersaults because Arrakis has very little speed, and that is easily going to KO. This is... When I was thinking of Arrakis' build being kind of suspect, this was the matchup in particular I was thinking of. Crabot may not have the best skill in speed, but because it pushed a few more points into life, a little bit less than Arrakis did, and because it has basically only heavy hitting techs. Long punches only cost 19, but it's got C-Force. It's really solid. Really funny we're considering low speed at level 15. Yeah, I mean, we're at that far in, right? Stab hits, and that's the KO. We got ourselves a game 3. Both the Crab... Arrakis not eliminated, but he needs to win this. If he doesn't win this, then he cannot make top 4. Drill attack hits at 39%. That is an instant KO, but the Crab gets grit. Do we see a crit somersault or a crit acrobatics? What do we see? We see a somersault miss. Wow. I think on any other breed, including the slower ones, a long punch would be better than breeds go. A long punch would be better than that breed's. Better than that breed's go-to in slot 2. Yeah, I think long punch is one of the best moves in the game in that slot. Maybe the best move in the game in slot 2. Tail Assault is up there. Tail Assault's not as good, but Tail Assault is very close. It's very inaccurate, but the damage ratio on it is insane. That is so much overkill. 999, holy fuck. What? Fire Juggler is slot 2? Fire Juggler is up there too. It's like when I think about stuff like Long Punch is one of them, but then there's other things. Even like, what do they call it? Carlito begs to differ. What are you? I don't even know what that means. Who's Carlito and why is he arguing with me? Corner Smash hits, because of course it does. 600 damage on the crit. QED is still alive. He's got enough to attack. Tail Assault. Tail Assault. Then Long Punch. Vital Ritual is really, really good too. You're right. Entered in... Oh, that's right. I didn't actually watch the whole thing of that. QED still living. Still living. He's got 45 guts. 5 seconds left. Hits the Mulligan. Gets the KO. And no grit with 1 second left on the clock. QED steals that. God damn. Alina, you got your wish. Game numero dos. B-Clone combo to start things off. Perfect opening for Oingaling. 800 damage on the crit. Power. Power. So there's a really good example of how much damage mitigation having high power does, even if your defense isn't super high, as long as you have some defense. Because a crit B-Clone combo doing 800 damage is pretty significant damage reduction, when a normal B-Clone combo can easily do that without a crit And I mean, a crit is what? An additional 50%, right? Horn Smash. So this is a KO. Do we get Grit, though? We do not. Metal Nerf Straight is in that slot. Metal Nerf Straight is only good because it's on Metal Nerf. Straight isn't a fantastic move. Straight is a product of its environment. If Straight was even on Nega, if Nega had Straight, it would be a good move, but it wouldn't even be the best move in that slot for Nega. It's the fact that it withers about as much as it costs, or slightly less, but the fact that Metal Nerf can make up the 20 guts in the time it takes any other monster to make up that 15 guts, if not faster. Like, the vast majority of the monsters have less than 50% of Metal Nerf's guts rate. Uppercut hits, and QED wins that one 2-1. So both of those monsters were at 1 and 4, so they were hurting, but it would have come down to Baroness versus Adriana, whether or not Arrakis and QED, and I guess not Wangling, had a chance at making it in the finals. So let's hear some boos in the chat for Engine and his monster for doing so well. No good deed goes unpunished, right, man? Ape Thwack is really good, too. Yeah, there you go. But no, so our top 4 is going to be Wemked, Momonja, Adriana, and Crabot, but we don't know what order yet, so... Engine booing for himself. There you go. So whoever wins this will go ahead right now. They're both tied at 4 and 2. Adriana also 4 and 2. Crabot is 5 and 1 right now. So Crabot is in first place. If Crabot beats QED, he will be guaranteed first place. But if he loses, he will tie with the winner of this match. Spike stabs to start things off. 500 damage. Just enough to hang on there. Momonja doesn't get power, though. So it's in a little bit of trouble. Paddle roll, 44% is going to connect, and it hits 526 damage. I should update. Didn't find the cat, so I left it food and water and marked how much food was in. Oh, that's nice. Roll attack hits. That was a big unnecessary crit. Momonja wins. Big damage all around, yes. Spike Stabs hits again, no crit. Spike Stabs is scary because on crit it does about 700 damage, which is more than everyone except Arrakis and QED has in this entire tournament. Paddle Roll is going to hit again. Damn, 40%. Rolling in its favor. Both monsters almost dead. I love that animation when the mono like gets up and then falls apart again. And it's like, okay, hold on. I need to catch my breath. Tentacles misses at 59. Roll attack misses too. Wemked in the lead will hit 45 slightly before Momonja goes for another Spike Stabs and hits it. Momonja grits because he's trying to make this a 2-0. Pedal roll misses. 4 seconds left. Momonja will get one more chance to attack. Can it do anything? It decides not to. Mono's just trying to stay together. Held together with duct tape at this point. It's really incredible to think about how good Monol is now. Like, Monol's one of my favorite monsters, and I'm really happy it's strong. But if Monol had, like, a good guts rate, think of, like, 4 of the best monsters in the battle, not in the battle league, but in hard mode, with Golem, Phoenix, Dragon, and Monol, all have terrible guts rates. And they are fantastic. Guts rate is not unilaterally the only thing that matters when it comes to the viability of a monster. Guts rate within a breed matters, but the strength of a main breed's text matters more than anything else. Momonja loses that one, so Wemked now moves up. Adriana looking to tie Wemked's score against favorite. The big villain Adriana versus the babyface Baroness. Tail of the tape shows a story. Brawn over brain, baby. Nobody likes the intellectual. Everybody likes the big dummy. The big lovable dummy. Nobody likes the smarmy, I read books, you know, I'm not illiterate. Nobody likes that attitude. Nobody likes Adriana. Everybody loves Baroness. Look at that big dumb grin. Here comes the big heel moment. Adriana with the chair, ending things. Trying to end things early. Baroness is too big though. Tail lashes hits at 71%. 486. You love to see it. Water gun. Baroness in a good spot right now. Should not rolling press. If it loves me, it will not rolling press. It doesn't. It uses Zilla Rush, which is 50-50. But no. Water gun hits again, and it crits. Boos from the crowd. That's all I hear. All I hear is people booing. Unfortunate. Unfortunate in a Kevin Sorbo voice. Just imagine it's Kevin Sorbo saying it. That's how everyone feels right now. I've not seen a single Zilla Rush land. It's landed a couple of times. It landed against Monja and a couple of... I think it's landed like 3 times maybe. Water gun hits twice. Fuck. You know, you try so hard. You work so hard to try and win. Life just not fair sometimes. Anyway, let's get back into it. That is a dead ass whale. Small triangles, yeah. It's pretty fucking bad. Poor JP. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend that never happened. We'll move on with our lives. Get back to our families. Adriana wins 2-0 over Baroness. Excuse me, I need to burp because I chugged half a tall boy. I would have drank the rest of it, but it's too cold. I got halfway into that bit and I was like, I'm in over my head a little bit. Like, this is physically painful. Next up, we have Arrakis and Wangling. She'll be back. There's another turn. Yeah, it's not over yet. It's a bit. Trying to be funny. Trying to up those 16 viewers to 20. Trying to hit 20 viewers. That's how it works, right? You do a funny bit and it sends out a notification on Twitch for people to start listening. Like, hey, this guy did something good. I don't know. I don't know how SEO works. I think that's how it works. Turn Assault misses. Wangling in a pretty good spot here. 77 on Maximal Punch, but that misses as well. Up to 40%. Sorry, up to 40 guts, not 40%. Oh, I get it. It's not funny, but I get it. That's alright. So the Horn Smash hits Arrakis in trouble, but does have 50 guts. Can use Turn Assault. Punch combo. Oh, that is easily going to be the KO. I don't know if Arrakis has, what do you call it? Grit. I don't know if it's got the grit. It's got the touch or the power. but it does have the turn assault. Horn Smash hits again, 76%. And see, the thing is that move wasn't like exceptionally buffed in hard mode. For some sound effects from Hanna-Barbera. Oh, it hits the turn assault. There we go. It's got to do the Scooby-Doo running in place. The dude, what's the noise? The xylophone feet. Turn assault at 56. That misses. Damn. Wong is in a good spot here. Hits the maximum punch. That does a solid amount of damage. But yeah, Horn Smash wasn't like super heavily buffed. It was already pretty good. It was already really accurate. It was one of the more accurate special attacks, like the big, beefy special attacks that had a lot of accuracy behind it. And so that like 70% is not insane. What's the score? 2-1 for the Beetle. Okay, QED and Crabot. Crabot goes for Fist Missile, pretty solid opening, decent amount of damage. Acrobatics here would have been an insanely bad choice. I think right now, if he goes to Long Punch, it's a good option. Somersault's not going to kill. May have... No, it wouldn't have killed on the crit. It would have been really close. But Mulligan at 55. Oh, misses with power. Goes again right before power runs out. 557 damage, but no crit. I feel like a build with 900 life, 550 power, 550 intelligence, 600 defense could have been good. What? You mean 550 skill? Or 900 skill? Yeah, you need 900 skill, right? Like, I get it, but the thing is that would be an instant lose versus tanks. Versus QED and everything else, you would have like a 0% chance to win. But against all these other glass cannons, I mean, whether you do 300 damage or you do 550 damage, you still have to hit twice, right? Tombstoner hits at 61%. Will it be an instant KO? 549, not enough. There are 3 of those. Yeah. But like, you never want to instant lose. You want to build to you want to build to beat the most things, but I don't think that beats the most things. That just hard loses and then maybe does well against some other stuff. Because the thing is, QED has 900 power and 900 skill, and he's still gone 4 and 2. Bad Idea was really fun. Bad Idea will be fighting on Sunday, or maybe tomorrow. I still haven't decided if I want to do another one, but I do want to adjust. And also, Crabot just didn't attack for some reason, so now QED. These two have a storied history. Gather around, children. Let me regale you with the tale of the Monster Rancher Battle League. Back in, was it B rank? Might have been entering B rank. QED and Crabot had to fight. And QED made the finals and won the tournament. And Crabot fell just short of making top 4. Got 5th place overall. What was interesting, though, is that for whatever reason, I just forgot to do their match. I just marked it as a win for QED. Nobody caught it on stream. And then Abeth later was watching. He's like, hey, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, these monsters didn't even fight. And you marked it as a loss for my guy. So I was like, oh, okay, my bad. Wow. Power Tombstoner, 999 damage without any sort of crit. 2-1 for the Ghost. 11. Okay, so that makes things easy. We have Wemked in first place. Honestly, to nobody's surprise, if you've been following the league, Wemked is first overall in the league, was the favorite to win this, and more or less by virtue of just being a mono. Like, that's realistically what it comes down to. But it's got its best move in every slot. Spike Bite over Knock is very, very perplexing to me. Spike Bite did not land a single time today. I feel like Knock would have been the better choice. But Wemkid has been doing serious damage in every stage of the league it's been in. And, I mean, this is no different, right? What a world where Mono is top tier. Yeah. Mono is incredibly good in hard mode. I think Wemkid is the favorite to win the Legend Cup. I think so too, realistically. I think Mono is just too powerful. Mono is like Raki level. Mono's not Raki level good, but after those two, I think Mono is the next strongest monster. Like Soberos is banned, but I think realistically, like Ripper probably deserves to be banned as well. And I think New Leaf has the same guts rate as Ripper. Someone can look that up for me. I think it may be one slower. But Ripper probably not Ripper, but Romper Wall. I keep saying Ripper. Ripper is the Nega. Romper Wall probably deserves to be banned. But yeah, Wemkid is first place overall, and then Crabot, surprise underdog, pretty solid. Adriona in third, and then Momonja in fourth. Cocoon Mono is banned for sure. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Cocoon Soberos is just like stupidly powerful. She also has no defense against like anything, right? Like if you have no defense and you have high power, you don't take less damage from high power attacks. You have to have some defense for the power modifier to kick in. But what this does mean is that Adriana doesn't give a shit about tanks. Where everyone else kind of has a close match against QED. QED is not a bad monster. Adriana just completely blows it apart. It's completely one-sided. And like everyone else in this tournament, she's got at least 50% chance to instantly win with any attack. Monja hanging on with the one life. Tentacles hits. That's a lot of withering. A lot of damage. Wemkid wins game number 1. These first few will be best out of 3, and then we will move on to a best 3 out of 5 for the end. What did Matt Moore like? Let me take a look real quick. Oh, lo-fi hip-hop piece. Yeah, Matt Moore, that's it's a fun stream. Oh my god, Spike Bite finally hits, and it hits for 999 on the crit. But it's also, it's a very, very popular thing, so I feel like she probably hits you before. Oops. Oh, and Flatting L hits, so that is a quick 2-0. I deleted. Where's my game? There we go. So, Alina, let me... fuck it, I'll post it in chat right now while we get the next thing ready. Fist Missile will start things off. Misses at 55. 60 on Water Cannon hits. That's going to be all of Crabot's guts gone. Adriana still has a faster guts rate. Even though Crabot's got Anger, Adriana's still going to get to 45 guts first. By a significant margin. Anger runs up pretty quickly. Water Cannon at 59. Fist Missile, that hits. She got 94 guts into the Water Gun, and that hits. That is going to be a KO. Adriana really wants to get that top 2. Really wants to move on to Winners' Cup. Water Cannon misses. That is a really bad frame 1 situation. Crabot can capitalize on this really hard. Acrobatics, 70% chance to hit, and a 50 guts lead. A crit will kill. Almost killed without the crit. May have killed without the crit, but gets power at a time where she can't use it at all. Wait, what did you want? What did I what? Oh, no, we're just talking about how the lo-fi beats thing is a thing you'd already heard of. What do I think of that list you put up there? Raki Melner, Monal, Duckin, Golem Dragon, Naga, Mochi Phoenix, Color Pandora, Durahan, Nighton, Hair, Bajarl, Joker, and Gaboo. I don't know if Gaboo is really there. I feel like that's a U bias thing. But Gaboo is really good in this in hard mode. Water gun, not enough. Crabot takes game number 2. Or is that game number 3? That is game number. Hold on. One sec. Just checking the VOD. I'm pretty sure that's 2-1, but we want to make sure we got it right. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's 2 matches. Was there one before that? No. So it's 1-1. He is 1-1. I think Kaboo's kind of nuts, but I'm the only one bothering to try him in serious circumstances. Yeah, I genuinely don't think much changed about him, though, right? Like, he didn't get any huge buffs. Also, Adriana hits a gigantic move. Crabot in trouble, but will attack first with a question mark because it's pretty close. Maybe it won't. No. Adriana hits 45 first, but both monsters can attack. Long punch, do a serious amount of damage for an attack that's that cheap. Into the water gun. And Adriana wins 2-1. Okay. Yeah, I'd be down to talk about it. I think Gaboo is kind of an underrepresented monster right now. Okay, we got Momonja. And we have Crabot. You really behind on chat? Thank you for being diligent. I don't even know what that's in response to. I think it's close to 2 minutes different. Damn. Anyway, Momonja and Crabot. Loser moves back. And winner has a fighting chance to make top 2 and move on to the Legend Cup. Now, at this point, +1s are no longer being rewarded. But the reason you want to get first is because of the way that seeding is going to work from now on. You want to have a high elo, because having a high elo will give you more chances to fight and more chances to move on. Whenever we get into a point where there is leftover monsters, it will be all of the top seeds that have to fight again. So say, for example, because of the way this works, we're going to have weeks where there's like maybe 2 monsters left over. So it'll be those 2 monsters plus the top 6 seeds. Whatever I need to fill in with will be the top seeds. So some monsters will get many, many more chances to move on than others. But, I mean, you keep doing well, that makes sense. You get the opportunities. Crabot hits the Fist Missile, 1 game away from moving on. Fist Missile misses. Pedal Roll misses as well. Ooh. So half health, Momonja has 53 guts, can do something big here. Misses the roll attack. Crabot is in a good spot to just win this straight up. Misses the Fist Missile again. Diving press at 43, that's going to do a lot of damage. Wow, 900 on the crit. Momonja wins game number 2. Forces a game 3. Next game wins. It's really funny seeing Fake Penguin and thinking of any monster other than Junimul. Junimul is like the perennial, the one that everyone thinks of. But now we got Momonja. So maybe Momonja will be the first one you think of from now on. I actually really like the way that Fake Penguin looks. I think it's one of the better looking mochis. And it's just unfortunate that like my hipster brain would not allow me to raise a monster that already existed in the base game when I was a kid. 300 damage. This missile putting in work. Just had to reset the stream. Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. So the reason that probably happened, Engine, is that while I was on the BRB screen, it spiked really hard. Like I had really bad bitrate, and so sometimes to make up for that, it just holds your stream for a little bit. Got me on the big screen. Damn. Momonja got something big screen, big press. I don't know. That joke got away from me. But either way, we have Momonja moving on. And we now have 3 monsters fighting for that chance. First up, all matches from this point are best 3 out of 5. And we have Wemked, and we have Adriona first off. Winner of this will move on to the Winners' Cup. Loser still has a chance, but has to fight it out. So this is the point where it's like, you know what, you still want to win the tournament, but this is like the linchpin moment. Like, if I win this, a little bit less stress. A little bit less to worry about. Let's get it on. Water Cannon to start things off. Big opening, 400 damage, minus 44 guts, and no anger. So incredible opening from Adriona. Adriona is going to hit 45 guts first, despite having a significant disadvantage at the beginning of this. Yeah, look at that. Hits it while Wemkid is at 44. So Adriona spent 50 guts and is ahead in guts. Goes for it again, hits again. Oh, there's the grit. What shot here? What's he gonna do? He's got the flattening out. That's gonna do solid damage. Adriona gonna be down on the ground for a little while. Gonna build up some guts while that's happening. 60% on water gun. And that hits as well. Adriona hitting all of her attacks wins game 1. Game 2 in this best of 5. Wait, Wemkid could be out of Winners' Cup from... What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Not advancing such a weird concept. I mean, he's not out. He just doesn't make it through on his first week. I think your brain made up a thing that doesn't exist. Tentacles misses. Adriona in a good spot right now. Does this match decide who's moving up and who's not making it out instantly? No. Brother, I know you were chasing a cat, but I've explained like 9 times on stream how this is working. No, S rank is going to take a very long time. It's going to take a very long time to get through S rank. It's probably going to be like 2 months or more until we're done S rank. Spike Bite misses. Water gun hits. Big crit. Wow. 500 damage and minus 30 guts. Did not proc anger. Probably for the best because Adriana is already at 45 guts and would probably instantly win. Oh, this was a linchpin. Yeah, I'm talking about if the winner of this moves on guaranteed. The loser moves into losers. I'm just talking about this match in particular, or this tournament in particular. This is still winners. Water gun hits, and Adriana wins in a very convincing 3-0 fashion. So now we have Wemked and Momonja fighting it out for the scraps. All good. And even if it was losers, there's still more weeks happening. Okay, very similar stats. Only difference is Momonja has 50 more life and 50 less defense, or 50 less speed, or 1 level less speed. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is the roll attack to start things off. Probably the lowest risk option the Mochi has, which is kind of funny. Missed the diving press too. MKed at 80 guts. Flattening L at 69. 800 damage on the crit. Holy shit. A 60 guts lead and a crit will do that. That does mean that it would have killed without... no, you know what? It wouldn't have killed without the crit, but goddamn, that's a lot of damage. Game 2. Tentacles, another incredible opening. Gets Vigor, you know. The battle special that's better for your opponent than you. All Vigor does is give your opponent 4 guts. Like between 2 and 4 guts. I guess 6 if you got a Metal Nerf, but we don't run Metal Nerf. This is a Metal Nerf free household. Roll attack hits at 48. How much damage we're looking at? 274. One kid still sitting above half health. Flattening L, that is a kill. In an in-person tournament, Vigor is probably essential. It's probably completely necessary because movement speed will allow you to actively lock your opponent out of specific slots. But with Vigor, you can just say fuck that and move however fast you want. If you don't know, Vigor just increases your movement speed. Very good in single player or in PvP, but really, really bad in AI versus AI because the movement speed doesn't do anything, has a chance to proc Fury, exactly engine, and on top of that, at the absolute least, it's a 2-second animation that your opponent builds guts during that you don't. Wemked on the board with a very, very quick 3-0. So let's take a look. Okay, here we go. So 2 3-0s back to back. We're just flying through this. We're not even 3 hours into this. We're gonna finish this tournament in 3 hours. Okay, so our grand finals is Adriana in winners and Wemked in losers. Let's swap. Wemked having a fight from the second player side for the first time in this tournament. Hey, I'm glad you like the borders. I spent a lot of time on this today, I'm not gonna lie. Short tourney? Dude, that's the thing, is that S-Rank is going to be like this. I will be running 2 brackets a day on Sunday. Just because it's going to be like 6 hours as opposed to 8 hours. Disc sound is pretty quiet. Dude, I don't even know where it pops up in my sound. Does it duck all of my audio or just my mic? Like, does everything get quieter when it comes through? Because I genuinely don't know why it's ducking. Like, 1, I never told it to fucking duck, so I don't know what the deal is. And 2, I don't see a volume control for it anyway, so that's really, really peculiar. Okay, so it turns everything off? That's so weird. Oh my god, the crit water cannon? Only benefit I can think of is if your opponent does not have a move in slot 1 and slot 4. That is incredibly niche. But yes, that is a benefit. Damn, what a game 1. And again. Okay, so I just changed a setting. Hopefully it's working. Didn't these monsters just fight? Technically, you're not wrong. Water gun misses. Wemked got an insanely fast 3-0 on Momonja. Tentacles misses. Missing. It's okay, JP, take your time. You'll get there, buddy. Flattening L misses. Adriana 1 win away. Water gun hits. She's going to take game 2, whether or not there was a grit. And like I said, my money was on Adriana for this entire tournament. But it's not over yet. technically we could have another 6 to 8 games. Different colored tentacles look cool, yeah. And the red ones up top, and then the others. And the rest. Water cannon hits. How much damage are we looking at? 465 and a shit ton of withering. No anger. This is so good. So good for Adriana. Got Dad's Rug into the Hall of Fame. Nice. Oh, and there we go. Adriana is going to gain a ton of elo from this, despite the fact I said from the beginning. Rewind the VOD. Look it up on YouTube. I said it. Adriana was going to win it. Was the favorite to win. Wemked was technically the favorite to win, but I thought Adriana was probably going to do the best. She's really taking things up a notch. Yeah, that was one-sided AF.